Hi, I'm James from Val White Marine. Today I want to show you around this Intercruiser 29. Just before I get you up on board on the boat, there's a few details and features I want to point out and also show the boat to you with canopies in place as they are now so that you can get a bit of a look for it. So this boat is really distinguishable by its very flared bow, which gives it great presence on the water and good seakeeping skills as well. Coming around to the side, you're going to notice straight away, but it's got the hallmark rope fendering from Interboat Intercruiser, but just above that you've got solid teak, and then you've got teak cappings up on the deck as well. Coming round, you've got nice engine vents there and another further teak detailing as you come round to the swim platform. Give you a background look of the cockpit, what it's like with the canopies in place. You can be underway with those up, but also being the type of boat it is, I think a lot of people are going to want to take those off and enjoy the open air, and that's something I'm going to do later in the video to show you how the boat looks. So before I take the canopies off and show you a more open feel to the boat, I did just want to show you how cosy it is with all the canopies in place. The cockpit area here is heated, so it is, even in sort of cooler weather, it is somewhere you can sit fully enclosed in comfort. You can eat up here, sit and chat, or be underway. It's a really nice, comfortable and enclosed space that you don't feel closed in, because there's lots of light in the side screens in the rear. Very flexible canopy arrangements are nothing new to boating, but I'm taking this opportunity today to strip this boat down gradually and give you the different options for how you could have the boat set up when you're out cruising. The rear panel there just zips out. It's very easy. It's just a couple of zips. You can take that away altogether and just fold it away very neatly. There's tons of storage. And also the side sections, these actually roll up out the way. So that if it's a really hot sunny day, you want the open air feeling, but you want the shade. There is a bimini as well, but this gives you an interim and a very quick way to hunker down if the weather does close in or change very suddenly. The next stage that I'm going to show you is that rear section off altogether and just show you how it really can feel like an open boat. So that's the next stage of converting the boat to being open. I've left the spray hood in place at the moment, but that's going to come off as well, just so you can get the overall feel. But just for now, this is a popular way of people being out on their boats, because it does give you, with this in place, some protection from prevailing wind as you're going along, and also just gives you a little bit of shade if somebody wants to sit in there. Also, if you've got small children, it's a good place for them to sit and feel fully enclosed without any worry about them getting out of the boat. And there we have the boat fully stripped down, and how you can have it if you just want to be out on the river on your open boat. And it really is, to me anyway, I've spent a lot of time on one of these boats. They really are just something special. The seating, the amount of seating, the comfort of the seating, how you sit and how you are in relation to the river is just unbeatable. And as usual, the normal signature Intercruiser Interboat aft helm position here, so that whoever's driving the boat is very much part of the action. It's such a striking concept, this boat, that I want to take a little bit of video from another angle for you, just to give you a rearward view of that seating. That large teak table there, as well as acting as a dining table, that does lower, and there is an infill cushion to make that whole area into a sunbed or an occasional overnight double berth. Another shot, I'm right up on the bow now, just to give you a little bit of a feeling of this boat being fitted with the teak decks, teak capping on the tow rail. Your stainless steel handrails going around there. It's a very safe place to be. You've got nice wide gangways, as well as a striking looking place to be. So I wanted to start your more detailed cockpit boat walk around with the helm position here at the back of the boat, as usual, to give maximum sociability. On the helm, things I'd like to draw your attention to, the boat has bow and stern thrusters there. You've got your main engine gauges up at the top with your rev counter down there. Separate Volvo display, and then over on this side a Raymarine speed and depth display. The throttle on this boat is the electronic type Volvo Penta throttle. If anybody's used one of those, it does have a very nice smooth action, which makes the boat easy to drive. Coming around to the side, you've got a contactless ignition, then switches for your auxiliary instruments there, and then your bilge pump. Moving forward a little bit, just down here, it's got cockpit downlighters, so those little tabs that you'll see going around the floor well of the cockpit, they give a nice low level lighting if you're out in the evening. There is heating up here. There's your Eberspacher outlet for your warm air heating, so you can have it warm up in this canopied section. This particular boat has been specced up with 2 fridges, so it's great for entertaining and days out. You've got this Waco drawer fridge, which is really deep. That does run off a compressor. It's not just something that only gives you a little bit of cool. That will really keep your wine and your drinks cold. You've got another little galley drawer there. And then coming forward, you've got your conventional fridge just fitted under the galley. It is a cockpit galley, so the person, whoever's doing a little bit of cooking, isn't missing out with the activity of the day. So you've got a couple of things up here. You've got your sink and you've got your hob. So before I take you down below into the cabin, another thing I've just noticed that's, I think, worthy of mention, you'll see those little caps there. You've got your normal 240 outlet there, because as well as having shore power connection, this boat has also been fitted with an inverter so that you can convert your ordinary battery power to 240 to run your other appliances. There is tons of storage up here in the cockpit. I'm not going to lift every cushion off and show you every single locker, but all the way down this side bench on the starboard side, there is storage under there, nice lift up lids, and under the rear, under the helm seat, there's another one. And then coming round onto the port side, similar situation, you can lift that central cushion up, and there's another big storage locker under there. So I'd now like to walk you down below and just show you how much accommodation you've got down there. I think having had so much open space up in the cockpit, well, you may be thinking that there isn't much space down below, and I think you'd be surprised at just how much they've managed to pack in here. I'm going to stand back for a moment and give you this view from here. So on each side you've got these side benches, which are great because there is a table that goes into that central pole. I'm going to show you that in a moment. And you can have this as a dining area or socialising area down here. But also, once the table's out and if it's night time, these do actually, because of the recess going under there, you can actually have these as single berths either side, particularly if you've got teenagers and small children. It's great. And then up in the bow, you get this really large double berth, because as I said at the beginning of the video, the bow is very beamy on this boat, flares out. You benefit with that huge berth up there. I'm just going to try and give you a walk around. Now I'm actually down in here. Once you come down those steps, over on the starboard side there, you can see you've got your main panel there with all your main switches and gauges. There is also, as I mentioned earlier in the video, an inverter fitted to this boat. It's an inverter combined with a battery charger. That's the panel for that there. You've also got your Eberspacher heating, and everything on there is fairly straightforward and obvious. There's a 12-volt access down here and a 240 as well. Underneath that, there's a storage cupboard with that whole area. Coming round that side bench, as I mentioned, under both of those side benches, you lift that up, lift that hatch off, and there's a big locker under there. This boat has been spec'd with a full Fusion sound system. That's the main control panel for that, and there are speakers up there in the cockpit for that, so that you would pair wirelessly with your devices. Coming round, as I said, we've got those recesses there. You've got your double berth up there, and then underneath there's this great double storage cupboard, which, if you look up in there, has a hanging rail in there, so you've got full width hanging for your weekend away or whatever you need to have on board the boat. So coming round from that storage cupboard, wardrobe, I'll just walk you around. You've got a mirror image with that side bench there and locker underneath, and then coming round after that, you've got your toilet compartment. You can see in there, you've got your sea toilet. There is a holding tank fitted to the boat, wash basin, and then the mixer tap pulls out, and that's also a shower because this is a wet room. And you've got the floor there, and there is a sump pump to keep that dry. So that's your toilet compartment. So I mentioned at the start of this cabin section that you've got the teak table that fits in down here. The tops fold in if you want more space going around it, but if you do want to sit down here and chat or have something to eat, those fold out, giving you a lovely dining area. That's the end of the walk round on this Intercruiser 29. This boat is currently for sale, so I'm going to put the link to it in the description. Please do contact us. Once you follow that link, there'll be contact details on our website. You can either email us, ring us, and ask for any more photographs, video, or ask any questions in detail about the boat. We'd be delighted to help. Please do subscribe to our channel. There'll be more videos coming all the time, not just boats for sale, but also some interesting how-to videos. Thank you.